Oops. Oopsie doobers.
Men, to arms! Kill the assassins!
Now we can climb up. Platforming challenges. Because this was kind of supposed to be the next Prince of Persia game. This was originally a Prince of Persia game before it became Assassin's Creed. Before it became its own thing. Which is where like a lot of the platforming comes from. It comes from the Prince of Persia inspiration. These death-defying, acrobatic parkour stunts.
Skipping part of memory to a more recent one.
To a more recent one. Relatively speaking, of course.
Altair, you've returned. Raouf, it is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the master in his tower?
Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
Alright. We're not going to assassinate people willy-nilly. That violates a tenet of the Brotherhood. But yes, this is kind of the core opening is Altair. It's a pretty typical story. Altair thinks he's so hot because he's been like more or less one of the best assassins they've ever lived in this Brotherhood, and it's gotten to his head, and now he thinks he can break the rules and start killing innocent people and just loudly proclaiming how awesome he is to everyone, including his enemies, which compromises the Brotherhood and, you know, violates his core way of life that he was raised to adhere to. And so his journey is one of getting humbled and learning from his humility, from his defeat. It's a...
He returns at last.
Abbas.
Where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of a sin.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the master. He waits for you in the library. Best hurry. No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
So every time we climb the mountain... Remember, we failed. We did not get the artifacts, and he is being very careful to not say that he failed, because it would hurt his pride very, very much.
The master waits within.
So now we get to see our humiliation.
Altair,
Master.
come forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
Nice, and you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before.
Oops.
You return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak. Not another word. This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No. You'll do
Yeah.
You've done enough. Where are Melik and Kadar?
Dead.
No. Not dead.
Melik
I still live at least.
and your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the room. There was no way back.
I love how he looks like Desmond.
Because you would not heed my warning! All of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still
They
be
do a
alive.
good job of making sure it is Altair's fault. There is no ambiguity there. Altair was the one responsible for what happened there.
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here. Take it.
Oh, he got the
But it
artifact.
seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks
We just got started, Cena Christ.
Well, I'll not deny him.
This is the first, we haven't even done the first assassination yet.
The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Going to your point, Onyx, how every mission starts with a 10-minute debate with your master. I agree. I actually like that part of Assassin's Creed a lot. The philosophical and the philosophical discussions regarding the nature of free will that are at the core of what this game's central conflict was. I really like those quite a bit. I like how those are written. I like how those feed into the themes of the game, and I like how there's some ambiguity as to who is correct. Although these days, I'm not an enlightened centrist anymore. I'm a leftist, so I clearly have a side I'm picking. And I guess the game does too, ultimately, because you are playing as the assassins, and typically games make you play as the heroes, because most people don't want to play as the villains. But there was, like, it's not like the Templars are completely crazy, although they are mostly crazy. There's something there that is worth at least interrogating. And the game does acknowledge that.
Altair, it's good you've come. We need your help.
What's happened?
Templars. They attacked the village.
Yeah.
Most of our people were able to get away. Most.
A good way of explaining is that it explains why somebody might be entertained or intrigued by fascist ideas.
What do you
It
need
doesn't
to do?
say that they're good. It very strongly condemns them just by the virtue of us being the protagonists. But it does acknowledge that there are things that are appealing to certain people about fascism and fascist ideas. And those should be condemned, but they need to be acknowledged as well. The assassins are explicitly not the fascists. The assassins do what they do to defend free will. It is expressly a tenet of the creed that you do not kill innocent people. You only kill, like, the people who are responsible for the Crusades, or for, like, heinous acts of mass murder, slavery, genocide, those kinds of things. Those are the assassins' preferred targets.
He won't get away that easily!
Yeah, I just remember how this game plays. You counter and kill. You don't actually do a lot of sword swinging. You do a lot of countering. You do a lot of countering and countering. You don't do a whole lot of actual sword swinging in this game. I am now remembering almost instantly how this game's combat works, and it is really goofy, but also very easy. Hidden blade counters for the rest of the game. We're not using the sword at all. Alright, except unless we are. Until we are, apparently. But yeah, the conflict between the Assassins and the Templars was always the most interesting part of the series to me. And the more they strayed from that in the later games, the less I gave a shit.
Break off the attack and return to Masya! Al-Mu'allim commands it!
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You're correct, you can't block with the blade, but the blade is stylish. The hidden blade is stylish. And it's all about the style.
Al-Mu'allim's not done with us yet.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests. Just do as I do. It should become clear soon enough.
Besides, you really don't get the Hidden Blade special. Like, the Hidden Blade doesn't really come into its own until Assassin's Creed 2. And the reason is that in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, the Hidden Blade counter was always, no matter how much health the enemy had, a one-hit kill. And that was really the power of the weapon, is that it saved you time. It gave you a lot of time.
When will you stop acting like a fool?
I never used the dagger in the Assassin's Creed 2. I never used a dagger at all. I never used dagger in this game either, thankfully. Now I think about it. I don't think it was in this game. It was in Assassin's Creed 2.
Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
So be it! Bring forth the hostage!
That's not really hostage then. That's a dead person.
Your village lays in ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
Good. Then they shall have it all around.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God!
The signature move of the Assassin's Order, the Leap of Faith.
Oh, my leg! Oh, my leg!
Quiet, or the Templars will hear us.
No matter how far away the hay bale is, it will prevent all fall damage.
I'll stay behind and tend to him. You'll have to go ahead without us. The ropes there will bring you to a trap we've set. Go and release it. Rain death upon our enemies.
He's not dead. So it did actually save him. Because that fall was lethal. That fall would have been lethal. So I disagree, Xenochrist. It did save him. Why are we having a tutorial afterwards? We just talked about this. It's because clearly, like, they did not feel this was tutorial enough for the game. So they added that tutorial in the beginning. Like, clearly. Oh, or I just died. Oh, I only take 1 damage. Okay, we're good. And now we're back to full sync. Yeah, like... I'll say you're fucked up so you need tutorial again. Yeah. Not wrong. Altair did fuck up badly. Okay, now now it'll let me. Okay, I forgot how finicky the parkour was in this game. It does work 90% of the time, but every now and then you get these little edge cases that just really pile up. That would kill a lot of people.
To a more recent one.
You did well to drive Robert from here. His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he troubles us again. Tell me, do you know why it is you are successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are
Oops.
so familiar with this tenant, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds.
Yeah, like
Your heart, child.
spoiler alert, this man is the actual bad guy, but he makes a good point, at least here.
The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet, the worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should
Yeah, in case people are not aware, because Onyx is punching in the chat, when that screen flashes, if I press X, that causes the cut. Otherwise, it would stay in the current view. I don't know why they did that, but I don't mind it. It's not really like a big thing that changes anything in the game.
must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I am sorry. Truly I am.
The thing is,
But I cannot abide a traitor.
he is correct about all 3 of those accusations.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
Now, clearly he's not dead because there's more memories after this. And we have a whole game to play.
He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or 2?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the...
Warren, please.
Fine.
I believe it's Lucy. Or, Veronica Mars is actually what her full name is. Her full name is Veronica Mars. Alright, let's see if we can do some listening.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
You're questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that, too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines, but I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like Lena?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down, and then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. We just need to have a little faith.
Fine, but I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to trace through all of these useless memories.
Poor Vidic. He's so upset that he can't get everything immediately. Instant gratification, that's what the Gen Xers want. That's what they want, instant gratification. Oh wow, this camera, that was awful. That was awful. I disoriented for a second there. But as we were talking earlier, I am much warmer about the modern day Assassin's Creed stuff than a lot of other people were at the time and probably still are. I don't think it was as terrible as people made it out to be. It was fine. It was the thing that was the driving force behind the entire goddamn story of the game. Oh, this camera's awful. Like, it's strange that Ubisoft was so afraid of, like, doubling down on the core premise of Assassin's Creed. Why even, like, bother making this if you're just gonna shirk away with the slightest resistance? Like, stand behind your choices. And that was kind of my biggest gripe with Assassin's Creed as the games went on. So I know, Onyx, you said you didn't like Ezio as much as you liked Altair because of the way the philosophy works, and I largely understand where you're coming from, and I do partially agree with you on that one. But
Done
if
for the day, Mr. Miles, I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
But I have other reasons why I don't like how Assassin's Creed 2 changed the game.
Damn it, they locked the door.
I didn't play Valhalla, but I did play part of the Odyssey DLC, like one chapter.
Gotta say, that's a little creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Can't even masturbate in
Who I
peace.
get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost...
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm aware of what happened. I just didn't play it.
Evil people, no less.
So go ahead and talk about it freely. I'm not particularly worried about spoiling a game I'm probably not going to actually play.
What do you mean almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no
That wasn't DLC, though. That was part of the base game.
Comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
Yeah, no. At the end of the Atlantean story in Odyssey, that's when that happens. It's part of the main game. The Atlantean stuff is part of the main game. God, the camera in this modern section is awful. Okay, that is kind of my biggest gripe with this is the camera. But I am quite fond of the modern day stuff in Assassin's Creed. I think the fact that they cowered away from it for so long, it actually just detrimental to it actually damaged the franchise quite a bit as a whole.
When you are exposed, tackle people who are evil.
I am
Goodbye.
alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassin fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Look at that health bar go down from like 13 to 4. We don't even have our fucking hidden blade anymore. We have nothing. Why can't I use my run here? Oh, that's awful. I don't want to walk, I want to run. There we go. So now that we've been humbled, it's time to redeem ourselves by climbing the ranks back up again.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
And this is kind of like our tutorial about how Assassin's Creed as a whole, like, mechanically functions in terms of its gameplay structure. Unity Syndicate were filler games. That was pretty clear. Arguably, Rogue is more relevant to the modern day than Unity was, despite being the inferior quote-unquote game. And I do recommend Mirage if you play it if you have the chance. Onyx. I didn't care about the story because I don't really care about Bossum as much of a character. I kind of just given up on Assassin's Creed story, but the game was fun. And so, as Amul Alim has told us, we will have to investigate our targets before we assassinate them. And this is kind of our tutorial about how to investigate targets.